That movie sucked.
I kind of liked it.
Movie Night Crew Network.
The pigeons were swarming. Thousands of them dive-bombing the spectators in the stands, attacking the other chariots. Beckendorf was mobbed. His fighter tried to bat the birds away, but he couldn't see anything. The chariot veered off course and plowed through the strawberry fields, the mechanical horses steaming. In the Aries chariot, Clary sparked an order to her fighter, who quickly threw a screen of camouflage netting over their basket. The birds swarmed around it, pecking and clawing at the fighter's hands as he tried to hold up the net, but Clarice just gritted her teeth and kept driving. Her skeletal horses seemed immune to the distraction. The pigeons pecked uselessly at their empty eye sockets and flew through their rib cages, but the stallions kept right on running. The spectators weren't so lucky. The birds were slashing at any bit of exposed flesh, driving everyone into a panic. Now that the birds were closer, it was clear they weren't normal pigeons. Their eyes were beady and evil-looking. Their beaks were made of bronze, and judging from the yelps of campers, he must have been razor-sharp. Welcome to Of the Eldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
I'm Taylor from Cabin 6.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13. And this week we fight just like a million Tweety birds. Just...
I want them to be completely yellow. Just like I want Percy's rain jacket from the first book to be yellow. And the more I think about it, I want to have been wearing yellow galoshes.
Yes. Do we just like yellow on this pod?
Yellow's not my preferred color, but I like it for Percy.
My favorite sweater is yellow. So, like, I love yellow. It's a happy color.
I'm not a happy person. So.
Well, I'm like a child of death. Child of Hades, you know, I'm like...
I just am death.
I just am death, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh god, we're fine. Everybody's thriving.
We're not fine.
You should always assume that I am the dog in that meme in the fiery house saying I'm fine. You should just always assume that's me.
I need to make an edit of your face on that now.
Oh god. That's terrifying. Use the chibi you made.
Yes.
Okay. While we have our existential crisis and spiral into nowhere, we do have a guest this week, which is super exciting. Instead, we have somebody super cool. This week, we are welcoming our friend Philomena Sherwood from Cabin 12.
Hello!
Hello, thank you for being here and experiencing our mental breakdown.
If I may, first I would like to say, I'm pretty sure I am also just some random schmuck off of Discord.
No!
But also...
You're a wonderful person!
Oh my god, Charlie.
Dude, I listened to me and you before I met you on Discord, so, to me, you are the person from me and you.
Oh my gosh!
Taylor's your biggest fan, because I made her listen to all of me and A.
Oh no, like, I was legit, like, in the gym crying.
Oh my god, Taylor! Thank you so much!
Like, literally, I'm, like, texting Charlie while I'm on the treadmill, like, I need to let Jews know I love them. Oh.
The frog, it's so hot!
So, on the note of me and you, can you give us your pronouns and then tell the people what you do? And maybe share how you've come to be acquainted with Percy Jackson.
Yeah, so I use they, them pronouns, and currently I'm a full-time student at the University of Toronto, Mississauga for English, along with creative writing and drama. I came to Percy Jackson as a very young child who had come up on Edith Hamilton's mythology. My mother... She was a classics major, and so, like, bedtime stories, it would just be Cupid and Psyche for bedtime, you know? Or...
Like you do.
Like you do. That's a great one to give your kids, Cupid and Psyche.
I mean, it's basically just Beauty and the Beast. So, is it really different than regular fairy tales? Really?
I don't know. Is it? But yeah, so I always had this really deep interest in Greek mythology. We would watch the Clash of the Titans claymation on DVD in long car rides.
I forgot about that.
Very young. Yeah, so, Percy Jackson was kind of the perfect cross of, like, middle grade lit with my favorite thing on the planet being Greek mythology.
Natural. Just fit like a glove.
It just fit like a glove. Like I spent maybe 20 minutes reading the the first bit of The Lightning Thief in the bookstore before I bought it because I couldn't wait until I got home.
That's a strong mood. I work next to a Barnes & Noble, and occasionally on our lunch break we're like, what if we just go read the first random pages of random books?
That is so fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we have like the opposite thing with Percy Jackson in that my parents hate Greek mythology, and I had to sneak the books. So that's just so we were like the complete opposite with it. It's great. It's great.
And I didn't get into mythology till after. I was like, oh, this thing. Oh, okay, now I'm really into this. It's my life now.
I really appreciate how we've all come to it differently. It gives me joy. And do you want to explain what me and AU is? Just because I brought it up.
Oh my. Okay,
what
so
do you do?
me and AU. So I am a beast with many coats.
That's a new one for me.
A fiend with many pelts. Before the pandemic, I was a private music teacher, and during the pandemic, I was in the flesh realm. I was building a tiny house, and remotely, I got deeply entrenched in the world of independently produced audio fiction. And so, me and AU, I auditioned for... Okay, well, I will say this. While the podcast was released during the pandemic, I did audition for that show in the summer of 2019, funnily enough. And I was specifically enthralled by the casting call for me and AU because Andrea Clausen was a writer for Station to Station, which is a Procyon network podcast, and I have been in love with those shows like since The Strange Case of Starship Iris first came out, and that whole network like did its first couple of press releases, and like their whole lineup was so amazing to me at the time. Later, I found out that Andrea also wrote on Zombies Run, which is a app that is like a cross of an activity software and audio fiction, where if you have to run from zombies and you experience like a post-apocalyptic zombie story as you exercise. And I had been in love with that app in middle school because I heard an article on it on NPR in the car with my mom. When I was like 13, and I was like, this is the most fascinating thing I've ever heard in my life. And like, I hadn't made the connection that she was on that project until like halfway through recording for me and AU. But yeah, I was a huge fan of Andrea. So, I took a shot. I was like, hey, I love your work, and I would love to be a part of this show because I am a gigantic nerd and I love fan fiction, and I'm also, I meet a lot of the demographic criteria. I'm a big gay nerd who is big sad.
Are we all?
Are we all?
Yeah.
That was so good. But yeah, I totally recommend the show. I cried. It's fine. In the gym. Maybe it was, I don't know if I was crying because I was at the gym or the show. We'll never know.
I've definitely plugged in on this podcast at least once.
You did in our first season, and that's why I listened to it. But I had to wait until the summer until I had time because teaching is murder.
during that hot frog summer.
We'll say that's what it was. It was something for sure. Okay, but yes, we are very happy to have you on here. You've heard Philomena on Content and Capable. I forget. Were you on Phantom's Gone Wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, for a second I panicked. I was like,
yes, we talked about Barbie, obviously.
That's what I thought, but then I was like, oh, wait, my brain don't work. Okay, I'll stop second-guessing myself because I appear to be right. Percy Jackson is a thing that we do on this pod sometimes.
For maybe 20 minutes at the end of the show.
Yeah. Chapter 6, Demon Pigeons Attack. God damn it, Annabeth. Why you gotta be so racist? Did I almost write rude? Yes, but the whole camp minus 5 people are completely terrible. Annabeth freaks out because she's an ass and Percy and Tyson deserve better. Tyson makes a rad-ass chariot and they fight to the death because Tantalus also sucks ass. Then the pigeons attack. God damn it. That is all I have to say.
That was Taylor's prepared recap.
It very much included the word ass because that's how I felt all day. Just Annabeth, why you gotta be so racist?
It's so interesting to me in this novel because I did get up to I think page 100 in my feverish reread, but it's so strange to me how much of this novel would not be published in the year of our Lord 2021. Frequent use of the R word, and
that's one of my most difficult things to not scream about.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. And Rick, as we've said on the show before, did a lot of fixing in how he writes. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Rick Riordan has he has done the most work of learning and changing his writing in recent years.
Yeah, but no, I agree. There'd be some massive edits to this if it were released today.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just
fine.
a little bit.
It's fine. Shall we learn about Chariot Racing, otherwise known the thing that the Triwizard Tournament probably should have had instead of that underwater thing, so that people could actually watch it?
It's a better spectator sport.
I'm just saying.
Tell us why the fuck are we this week, Taylor? As the segment is called.
Oh, God, why? Why the fuck are we? So, first off, I want to say the way they made the track is not completely off on how they would have made the track. They would have used pack animals of sorts and sort of made the circular shape. So I applaud the Hephaestus cabin for doing that. So if you want to go back in time and watch some chariot racing, you can go to ancient Greek where it started. Ancient Greece. Oh my god. Greece, whatever.
It says ancient Greek on there, so that's why.
And that's where, or the Byzantine Empire, which I didn't realize. Or you could just, go to a modern day recreation. But, I mean, you're probably not going to see anybody get, impaled or anything. So if that's more your sport,
damn it, I want to see people get impaled.
Invent a time machine, and then you can. So in Greece, it was more showing you're a manly man. And it was also one of the few sports women were allowed to watch because, gotta attract the honeys with your chariot racing. This part I knew from, teaching world history. And then in Rome, it basically becomes fucking football. You have people owning teams, and then spectators would, have their team. There's an entire riot, it mentions it here, called the Nika riots in the Byzantine Empire, where people were literally murdered based on who they supported.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a whole deal. We should maybe not bring back chariot racing, but once again, it's up to you. After everything fell, obviously it went away, but it was part of politics in the goddamn Byzantine Empire. So if you've ever heard of Justinian, you can sort of blame chariot racing for part of the fall of the Byzantine Empire. So yeah, great. We're thriving. We don't know when it began. We see things from it in Mycenae. Mycenae? Blah, 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 blah.
Mycenae?
But the first... Oh, I've always heard it differently. Mycenae is how you say it? Cool. That's easier. But the first time we hear about it in literary circles is in the Iliad, which is probably why it's included in this goddamn book.
Yeah.
And it's part of the funeral games for Patroclus.
Yeah, we'll get into the more mythological parts about chariot racing later, but...
Yeah, it's great.
Just gonna cry about Patroclus right now, though.
That's fine. We raise a glass. Eventually it does become part of the Olympic Games and other Panhellenic games. Panhellenic meaning, Greek. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, that means all Greek. That's what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you hear about the Hellenistic era, it's literally like the Greek-like era.
Because if you don't know, like, the Greeks believed they were all descended from a guy named Helen. Unrelated to Helen of Troy. But, like, related as in, like, you know, she would have probably been descended from him because she was Greek.
This is canon now. And can we talk about... So, it's more prestigious to run a foot race of 195 meters than it is to, you know, do anything equestrian at this time. So, chariot racing just sort of sucked for a little bit. And they also dropped racing on horseback very early.
Wow.
I don't know.
They got no love for Poseidon, which, I mean, I agree with. Poseidon hate on this podcast.
It essentially is like fucking modern day horse racing. In that you had the owner, but the driver was a different person. Like, the owner of the horses, like the Kentucky Derby, is never like the jockey. So it's like... Goddamn.
We stand that group of 5 college guys who bought a horse so that they could spend more time together.
I'm on board for that. They can start chariot racing. I'm on board for that.
No, like in the last Kentucky Derby, that was literally one of the teams.
What?
Yeah, no.
Bless.
That's not a joke.
God bless. That's what I want to see more of. I will watch horse racing if that starts happening. I'm here to support that.
Just want to spend time with my manly friends. And a horse.
They all just,
You gotta find a no-homo way to do it, guys.
You do it with a horse. That's how.
Oh, now that takes me back to
ain't
last
nothing
week's
better
episode
for
with
the outside of a
centaurs.
man than the inside of a horse.
I think my entire life just broke at that.
Which senator am I quoting? I can't remember, but it's one of them. Might have been Ted Cruz. I don't know.
I hope it is. God damn, I hate that man. So, Philip II of Macedon, also known as Alexander the Great's dad, he won an Olympic chariot race to prove he was not a barbarian.
As you do.
Wow. Huh.
But if he had driven it himself, because he didn't actually do the race, he just owned the horses and the chariot. If he had driven it, he would be considered lower than a barbarian.
Huh.
So you know, in our society where athletes are like worshipped, yeah, this time if you were a chariot racer, you nobody gave 2 fucks.
Wow.
So I wanted to share that. They also did not perform nude. It's one of the few Olympic games where they didn't.
I wanted to see nude chariot racing.
Well, because you think about it, like the dust is coming up from the horses and chariots, and I don't know. I don't have a PP. But if I did, I don't think I would want that hitting it. That's just my thought process. Like, what if it managed to hit right in the hole? Well,
I'm done.
I don't know if, anatomically speaking, that could happen.
You don't know. If that rock is just, like, perfectly aimed.
Taylor, why? Why are you doing this?
In the lunchroom yesterday, we were talking about how gross penises are, and we kept referring to them as pee-pee to make our male colleague uncomfortable, and it was hilarious. Yeah, and also because if you crash, like, if your entire body is open, that's not going to be great. Would not recommend.
Yeah. Did they wear armor at least?
What they wrote was called, the Xystus?
So what?
XYSTIS. Cystus? Basically, you can actually see it, if you're on the Wikipedia, and I'll of course link this, if you scroll down into the Olympic Games, you can actually see a statue of it. Basically, it's a dress, and it would go to your ankles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then they wore straps to keep it from, like, flying away.
Yeah. So, another thing which we see in the book is technically running into a person to cause them to crash was technically illegal. But, like, what are you gonna do about it? There's not a fucking referee being like, ah! So.
Was there even a referee in this chapter? Like, Tantalus does not fucking care.
Tantalus was busy trying to get that damn eclair. And yeah, because of people like Alexander the Great going all over, he spread chariot races for a while. Then, of course, I went to Rome, up on, in the Circus Maximus. I've heard the phrase bred in circuses, associated with Rome. So, a lot of interesting things, but pretty much the same stuff, just a little more political. So, probably the most famous charioteer was named Gaius Diocles. He won 1462 out of 4257 races, because numbers are hard. He did it for 24 years. If you were to put his winnings in today's money, in the US dollars, I'm sorry, I don't know the Canadian conversion, it would be 15 billion US dollars.
Oh my goodness.
He is the highest paid sports star in history.
Yeah.
The horses, just like in the Kentucky Derby, could also become celebrities. So
my boy Potatoes.
It's a good time. It's a good time. There was factions, like literally, one group would be the whites and the other one would be the greens, and the whites would be the Zephyrs. Oh, the reds were Mars, the greens belonged to Mother Earth or Spring, and the blues to the sky and sea of autumn.
Interesting.
So, yeah, just assume that things just shit hits the fan once it gets to the Byzantine Empire. To give you a way to contextualize this, think of European soccer fans or football fans, but with spears. And then you've got what happened in the Byzantine Empire.
So just you play soccer with spears now. That's it. Just do that, and it's basically the same as chariot racing.
Mm-hmm. But the biggest problem with the Nika riots are one of the first issues was somebody was murdered in the Hagia Sophia, so like their holiest site in the Byzantine Empire. And then eventually, the two groups eventually decided to unite and try to overthrow the emperor.
Yikes.
I don't fucking know. So those are my fun facts about chariot racing. I approve of this more than bullfighting. I'll say that. And we all know my opinion of bullfighting.
You ranted at least twice about that.
It has been twice. Because both books, as soon as he gets to camp, he fights a bull-like creature. So, there you go.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Always bull.
Always bullshit.
What did you myth? Well, I don't know what you myth.
Yeah, what did I? Charlie has a great name for this, Philomena.
For the myth corner, it's called In Case You Mythed It, but I did not make up the
We
name.
did not come up with that.
Sadly, I am not great.
We're fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
All right. I actually had to add something to this week's because I did not realize we were talking about Pegasus this week. I might rant for a second, but yeah.
I already know what the rant is.
I know you know what the rant is. I think I've brought it up on the podcast already. But yeah, we kind of learned, hey, Pegasus was a thing in this chapter. So there technically are no Pegasi. There's only just the one. Pegasus was his name. He's a winged horse.
And Pegasus was his name.
I'm pretty sure they do actually bring that up in one of the chapters. If
they
not
do in
this
one.
In this
Okay.
Yeah. But I think from here going on, he still refers to them as Pegasi.
Oh, yes.
Which
yes.
I'm just I get it, but I'm also slightly annoyed by the fact that, like, that was just the name of the one horse. It was his name. They're just winged horses.
Nemo.
You know, it's funny. I was gonna try to come up with like a classy, adept Barbie connection, and then I realized
There you go.
that it's
It's the magic of Pegasus right here.
I was like,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
that one movie that's like entirely about Pegasi?
One of the
Yeah,
best
exactly.
Barbie movies, in my opinion.
Oh no, totally agree. I'm on board.
I forgot. That's right. You're a stan of Magic of Pegasus.
Yeah, it was my favorite.
It's
I
the,
had the PC
the most
game.
believable of the romances.
agreed.
Yeah, I mean, the Pegasus and Barbie really, really hit it off.
No!
I totally believed.
They're sisters.
They're fucking sisters. And besides, Brietta and the Cloud Queen. That's the ship there.
Brietta / Rayla, OTP.
Anyway, Greek mythology. So, I think I might have brought Pegasus up before, probably back when we talked about Medusa, because...
Yeah.
So, Pegasus's parents are Medusa and Poseidon, and Pegasus was born when Perseus cut off Medusa's head, because that's a normal birth.
Yeah, because you know how women give birth out of their cut off necks? That's what happened. And then we just sew our heads back on.
I don't know why, but my brain wanted to make, like, a joke about praying mantises, and how they like,
Sounds about right.
bite off their mate's head, but actually that's the male. The female bites off the male's head.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so if it weren't for Perseus cutting off her head, we wouldn't have Pegasus. Yay.
Justice for Cryosaur, I need...
Yeah.
Chrysaor. I need more about him.
Okay, how is his name pronounced? I want to say it's Chrysaor?
Okay, sure.
Yeah?
His giant brother!
Yeah, Pegasus has a brother, and he's kind of just a dude.
And nobody talks about him, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's sad. But, yeah, he's just a dude. Also, we might have talked about Pegasus, earlier when we talked about the Chimera, because...
Yeah, we talked about Bellerophon.
Because when, Bellerophon defeated the Chimera, he did it with his buddy Pegasus. No, Hercules did not ride Pegasus. That is Hercules movie propaganda.
Everything to you is Hercules movie propaganda.
Yeah, that's true. It is. Your face is Hercules movie propaganda.
I knew it. I was Herc, and I was on a...
Bless my soul. So let's see. Pegasus, what is it? Okay. His name has interesting meanings. It means well? Just Springer well, I guess? I mean, he was born, his dad was Poseidon, so water.
He sprung out of Medusa's cut-off
That's true.
neck.
That's true. But his brother's name just means golden sword, so what the fuck does that have to do with that?
Well, it was cut off with a sword. I don't know, was it golden? I'm just coming up with stuff.
You're coming up with some bullshit, and I applaud you for that.
You're welcome.
But no.
Just like Mr. D stands for Mr. Diet Coke.
His name means... ha ha ha. His name means spring because, okay, so it says, according to early myths, everywhere a winged horse struck his hoof to the earth, an inspire water spring burst forth. So he made springs? He stomped on the ground and then springs. I mean, sure, that's pretty cool. I love that there's just this whole section for thunderbolts, and it's just a sentence. It's just a fucking sentence. Pegasus carried thunderbolts for Zeus. Just wow. Amazing. Wonderful.
I like how it has a pedigree chart here. God damn it,
Yeah,
like
referring to any human woman as a dam is generally, I don't know, it seems a little...
Damn and sire. Why?
Because the reason is the world hates women. Next question.
I mean, it's because he's a horse, Charlie. Those are the names for horse parents.
No, she's a dam.
She is the Hoover Dam.
She's the Hoover Dam snack bar. Because she's a snack.
Mm-hmm. We all knew she was a snack. Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have? Oh, wait. Right, I forgot. He was a constellation at one point. Just, it doesn't even say that, like, he died or anything, but he was turned into a constellation. As often happens in mythology.
To people. It's fine.
Why?
It's fine.
I don't know. Why is there, he was in World War II things?
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, yeah. So, this I can talk about. The British Airborne Forces literally used Bellerophon and Pegasus as one of their emblems. So, yeah, if you look at some stuff from World War II, you can find that. If you're looking at British stuff, yeah. There you go. That's all you really need to know. Mostly parachute troops.
Wow.
Or
Well, there you go.
troops. So, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
There you go.
I guess the reason why, like, Pegasus is, like, kind of cool for Percy, I mean, he says it's because his dad and horses, but no, it's because Pegasus was your brother, Percy.
Yeah.
It's...
Oh, I also forgot to mention, because the British helped free Tuscany during World War II, Tuscany has a winged horse on their flag.
Go Tuscany, alright.
So there you go.
So is that the kingdom
it's not just...
from Magic of Pegasus? Because they also had a Pegasus on their flag.
Confirmed. It's just Tuscany.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that Annika's kingdom was in Tuscany this whole goddamn time?
Yeah, just like you can go visit the Cyclopes in fucking Sicily, so we're fine. Everything's fine.
I hate they're called Cyclopes.
Philomena's already on a fucking plane to Greece, or to Italy, just trying to find this kingdom. It's fine. It's fine. We lost them. It's fine.
Lost me? What do you mean?
Oh,
you're going to find the Barbie kingdom, aren't you?
Right. Oh, right. Yes. Oh, it was a joke.
It was a bit.
Yeah.
We were doing a bit.
I see now.
Everything's a bit. Shall we move on to the scary-ass birds?
Yes. Tweety Bird, as I came up with that joke 5 seconds before recording.
Okay, hold on. When you're looking at the mosaic that's under Stymphalian Birds, I thought that was he had a weirdly long penis for a second.
Yeah.
The tabard? Or what is that? Is that a quiver? What's going on there?
No.
The thing on his
Look in
back.
between his legs.
No!
It's the Nemean lion,
The cape.
but its leg just is right between his legs, and I was like, why does
it
he have
looks like a dick,
penis? And then I was
but not. It looks bad. Anyway.
Okay, now you can actually talk about them, but I needed to point that out because I was very confused.
Yeah, no, I probably would have anyway. We always have to point out the pictures that the people on the podcast cannot see.
Well, then they want to go see them, which has happened several times, with Echidna.
Once again, do not look up Pan. If you do, there is an image.
I'll reiterate my joke the last time I saw that picture. Pan can have a little salami as a treat.
Ah! I don't like things.
Taylor, are you familiar with that one cat meme? Where it's
Yes.
my cat tries to steal cold cuts? Yeah, okay, we're good. All right.
So the Stymphalian Birds. I think I got that. Yes.
Yeah.
I got it on the first try. Cool. They're birds. They're fucking terrible birds. That's what this is. As most things are named in Greek mythology, they're just from a place called Stymphalia. But, they're birds.
Fucking Aries. Poison dung.
Man-eating birds with beaks of bronze and sharp metallic feathers. Oh god. And
they could just launch them at you like darts.
And their shit is poison.
Yeah.
Their shit is poison.
Yeah. You don't just... So it's just like when sieges would happen, people would literally just throw their refuse over the walls into the city
just
or
throwing
outside.
shit around, I get it, but it says poisonous dung specifically.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it happens, man. Well, if you have cholera, your shit is poisonous.
So you're saying that these birds have cholera?
Maybe. I'm not saying they don't have cholera.
Well, fun fact, the reason that city pigeons have such acidic poop is because they are malnourished.
Oh.
So it could be that these birds are malnourished.
Mm.
Well, it's because they're man-eating birds, and
That
people
could
don't
also
like to
be
be
it.
eaten, so they will kill them.
Talk about yourself.
Okay, if you're into vor, just leave it somewhere else. We're not going into this.
I want to be a Stymphalian bird so that they can take part in vegan cannibalism.
Oh my god, we're not talking about vegan cannibalism again.
It's always vegan cannibalism.
Mina, do we have to describe vegan cannibalism to you now?
No, I'm okay. Actually,
Yeah.
in fact, I think my landlord is here. My basement flooded today, and the landlord said that they were going to be coming over, and I didn't realize they meant in the middle of recording. So
Go check that out. That's
okay,
important.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, just keep recording.
All right.
Okay, so the Stymphalian birds. Well, at least get through this part, and they can come back then.
I
can give
want to
them a
know
crash course.
what poisonous means, though. Does it mean like acidic, or like it doesn't?
Yeah, it doesn't give
It doesn't say. It doesn't describe how this shit is poisonous. I want to know.
I want to picture it as cholera. That's what I'm... Or
Okay.
maybe they're giving the plague, because theoretically, you could spread some versions of the
Yeah,
plague
that's
through
true.
your shit. So that's
Yeah.
why they would throw it over the walls. And
Yep.
also, it's just gross. So
Yeah.
that's my theory.
Anyway, as we've talked about shit and Heracles' dick, but not a dick.
Ooh, but then you also got Heracles' butt here, too.
Okay, but like that's just a butt.
It's a pretty manly butt, too. Look at
Like
it.
it's
Very,
an
very
alright
muscular.
butt. Is that Greece's ass?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's Rome's ass because it says Hercules.
Ah, fuck that.
Fuck all of Italy except for Tuscany. But not actually. I'm not keeping that in. That would be rude. Okay. Why does Artemis keep these as pets?
Yeah, so these birds are the pets of Artemis, and they are brought up by Ares? Or wait, that's an or. Okay. So it's either or.
I mean, I'd buy more about the fucking Ares thing. That makes more sense.
Yeah. That's the real reason why they don't come after Clarice. Right? Because she makes it through the race, and then...
Well, they do come... Well, yeah, because even... Yeah, she gets nipped a little, but then they're oh, this tastes like Ares blood.
Technically, my thoughts when I was reading it were that because her horses are, like, skeletons, that's why it didn't bother. But it could also be the fact that she's a child of Ares.
Yeah, they nipped her a little, and they were like, this is
Nah.
Daddy's blood. And
Daddy's
kept going.
blood? Fuck you.
Maybe later.
So they migrated to escape a pack of wolves, and they bred and swarmed the countryside, devouring crops, trees, and people, as one does.
Just like you do. Just like you do, man.
This is like the most chaotic thing. These fucking birds.
Okay, so this whole time, there's this song called Chicken Attack, and it just keeps playing over and over in my head, because I'm just like, Pigeon Attack! That's what I keep hearing in my head right now.
So, of course, like most things in mythology, these were fought by Heracles, or Hercules if you're a damn Roman. As they were one of his labors. Athena helped him, of course. Athena and Hephaestus helped Heracles defeat them, and he used a rattle?
Okay, so it says they're similar to castanets, so I'll give them...
Oh my goodness! Wait, he fought them with castanets.
Hephaestus had made especially for the occasion. I know it probably means he made them then, but I like to think that Hephaestus just had them laying around, even though these birds have been attacking this town forever, and he's like, someday I'll use these.
I'm just imagining
Someday I'll help.
Heracles, like, dancing with castanets.
I want a flamenco dress happening.
Yes. I need this.
That's what I'm here for.
that is the only way to picture how he did. And the birds were just like, wow, we hate this music.
With his very large dick just swinging along with.
So, he shot some of them. He did, in fact, shoot some of them with his, arrows dipped in poisonous hydra blood. Fun thing. But then he just, like, sent the rest of them away with the music, I guess.
Yes, the music reaches their soul. You know, that song where it's like, give me a beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in the castanets.
And drift away?
And drift away. That's what happened to them.
Oh my god. And fly away.
What happened.
And fly away.
That's what happened, guys.
Oh, okay, here's the plot twist here. Because somebody else was like, no, these weren't birds. These were women. And they were still killed by Heracles. Because I guess they went against hospitality rules?
Wow. Pretty soon they have 2 other rules to break, and then they're just fucking Tantalus.
Yeah. But in that version, they're
Xenia's
also
important to these goddamn
related
people.
to Artemis. So, I don't know. I don't really like that version where he's just like, oh, you guys, like, didn't pass the butter, so I'm gonna murder you. That's how I imagine that happening.
Isn't that what you do at, like, Thanksgiving dinner? If somebody doesn't pass you the butter fast enough?
I don't know. I don't like Thanksgiving dinner. Why would you bring this up, Taylor?
Because it's in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna sleep through it.
Is that when this episode comes out? No, it's not.
No, it comes out next week. Sam's episode comes on Thanksgiving.
Cool. Fun shit.
No, that thing tomorrow.
Ooh, let's see. Okay, the only things that they are in popular culture are Rick Riordan, obviously, and,
as they are distracted by Dean Martin, specify that that's what they said. That is how they list it in popular culture.
And then they're also in, a game and a magazine?
Well, it's a Dungeons and Dragons magazine.
Okay, I was like, Dungeon magazine, is that...
It's like
I didn't want to assume that it was related, so...
Okay, so there's 2 goddamn official magazines. One is called Dungeon, one is called Dragon.
Goddamn.
Yeah, so, there you go. So, yeah, that's a thing. Goddamn. That's all I'm gonna say is fucking goddamn.
It was specifically one song by Dean Martin. Valere?
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's...
To Fly.
Sure.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, let's talk about Penelope, because I see boobs. I gotta study them.
Well, I didn't want to bring up too much of Penelope. There's only one thing that's really important to this chapter about Penelope.
Okay, but hold on. I need to say one more thing about this painting of the Penelope page.
Yeah.
Okay, you got her body and you got her head, but the head don't seem connected to the goddamn body.
That's because the weird shadows in this painting are just...
It looks like Odysseus is just, like, holding her head, and her
like
boobs
Medusa
are just
style.
Yeah, it really does. If you guys don't ever go to the Wikipedia pages that I link, you really should, purely for the pictures. Maybe not for the history or, like, where are we sort of sections, but the myth pages, unless we specifically tell you not to, like with Cyclopia, Pan, or Echidna. If you did any of those, that's your own fault.
So, I mean, Penelope, I'll give you, like, the little background. Penelope is, Odysseus' wife. So when he's going all around in the Odyssey and in the Trojan War, she's just at home waiting for him for, like, 20 years to get back. Sad shit. But the importance about that is that they don't know if Odysseus is going to return. They don't even know if he's alive. So she has a bunch of suitors who are trying to get with her for 20 frickin' years. Yes?
The goddamn suitors.
Yeah, the goddamn suitors. This is why the end of the Odyssey is great.
Okay. My thing is, okay, these suitors have been there for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is Penelope still getting the money to supply the food and partying that the suitors are using?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
After 20 years of continuous them being there. And Telemachus
she's supposed to be a queen, right? Because Odysseus and her were like king and queen of Ithaca.
Sort of. And Telemachus is a child for most of this.
Yeah.
I just have questions on the economics of the situation.
I don't know, man. I can't tell you. I'm gonna assume, like...
This is not laissez-faire.
I assume this is one of those things where, like, if they were going into debt because of all these suitors, like, when Odysseus comes back, when the rightful king comes back kind of thing, everything is, like, all fine, and the land flourishes, and they can make back their money easily.
The Lion King?
Yes.
He roars and rain falls?
Odysseus actually, like, roared at the end of the Odyssey and was like, "Roar, I'm back! Everything's good now. Yeah. Fuck yeah."
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
Didn't you know?
Cool.
That's
cool.
canon.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, so why are we talking about Penelope?
So she has to delay the suitors for, like, so freaking long. And
only 20 years. That's only most of our lifetime. It's fine.
God, that's so fucking long. We're old, Taylor.
This group of kids has not called me a boomer yet, so...
That's because you're from the silent generation.
Oh god, we learned about that in 2 units. Well, it was nice knowing you.
So one of the things that Penelope does to try to delay the suitors is she pretends to be weaving a burial shroud for Odysseus's father, her father-in-law, Laertes. Because, I mean, he's old, and so she's like, he's probably going to die soon. I want to honor him well. And then she'll choose a suitor once it's finished. And if you don't see where this relates to the chapter, did you read it? Because that's basically what Grover's doing.
I didn't read it, Charlie. Remember, I Sparks noted it.
I fucking hate
Spark.
you.
Why?
Why?
Spark noted it? Spark? Yeah, I don't know the verb for that. I told Charlie before recording today that instead of reading it, I was just going to find the Spark notes on it. There is not a Spark notes on it, in case you're wondering.
I assumed there wouldn't be.
Only the first book.
Oh god, she does this for 3 years. I didn't even realize that part. That Grover can't even last 2 weeks here. That's all he got, was 2 weeks at time. She gets 3 years.
Okay, in his defense, Polyphemus hasn't had, like, a woman in a very long time. And he's probably getting impatient.
The fact that he's, like, a giant-ass Cyclops and he's okay with, like, tiny-ass Grover.
Yeah, how does he think Grover is a Cyclops?
Maybe he thinks he's a baby Cyclops, which is also very fucked up.
No, I don't want that.
I don't.
Are female Cyclops very small? Who knows?
I want to know how that works sexually? Like...
I don't.
Is this like a Hagrid's parents situation?
Oh god. Just doesn't make sense. It's bringing me back the memories of the centaur sex I was thinking about last week.
Do you think Juice has died?
I still hold the fact that the Catherine the Great myth is really because she fucked a centaur.
Oh, definitely.
If that myth is real, it's because it was a centaur.
Just still on the Penelope page, I forgot something I heard on a mythology pod recently that I don't like. That Penelope might also be the mother of Pan. Yeah. There is a source that says, at one point she fucked all of the suitors at once.
Oh, at once?
And gave birth to Pan. Why? Why?
Okay.
I don't like this.
It equates Pan's name with the Greek word for all.
Well, I mean, his name is All. That's why there's the whole mistranslation about him being dead.
All is dead.
It's because they say, the mistranslation is, Thamus, the all-great, the great god Pan is dead. But really, they're saying Tammuz, the all-great, is dead. I think I've explained this, but yeah. It's actually just a Mesopotamian god who literally, that's like what he's supposed to do. Is he's supposed to like go to the underworld for a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. It still irks me.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Rick, the wild is not dead. I mean, we're killing the earth, but it's not dead. I think Juice is dead, though.
I'm pretty sure Juice is dead. I'm like 99% Juice is dead. Okay. Oh, let's talk about the chapter. Editing Taylor's gonna be like, what the hell happened? Oh, and she works on this on like Monday.
Editing Taylor, you should get some outtakes for like a bonus episode or something.
It's gonna be like this entire episode is just outtakes.
That's true.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I think all of our episodes are just outtakes, but that's just me.
We don't know if Philomena's dead or not. They disappeared. Thoughts and prayers. 1 like equals 1 prayer.
Oh my god. I hate you. I've
You're
said
welcome.
I hate you like 50 times in this episode alone.
Like in the past like 5 minutes, I think. It's fine.
You played a song for
have
me.
some boobs.
Okay, well that's fine.
You just show people boobs and it's all...
Anyway, Percy Jackson, what is this fucking episode?
Pigeons attack!
I'm done. I'm so fucking done.
This is the episode. We're done here. Have a great night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Pigeons attack. Okay.
Okay?
So, Tyson is very happy that Percy is his brother.
Okay, I want to cry during this entire chapter. Or at least the first half of it.
Percy's like, please don't be my brother. He's embarrassed.
Percy
but also
is my
he likes
brother?
him.
He won the lottery. Percy is his brother. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to him.
I mean, this is the first family he's ever had, so
Exactly.
might as well be a Hufflepuff.
God, Tyson, the biggest Hufflepuff.
This is where Percy has that moment of like, oh yeah, Poseidon has other children, they just don't happen to be half human.
Yes, Poseidon
And
does
it's
in
like,
fact
yeah.
fuck other people besides Sally.
And that's why...
But all of them look like
that's
Sally.
where we get this... all the nymphs. And everybody at camp is genuinely awful. And you know what, Percy? This is not what you do when you have a half-sibling. You don't tell them they're not your real sibling. You only do that if your sibling is possibly a murderer or an attempted murderer. Then you can do that. I give you permission.
Or if you're like Thor and your sibling is Loki and you're like, he's adopted.
I like half-brother twice removed. Because that's how that works, right? And he's just angry, and Annabeth, she tries a little, but she's still an asshole.
God,
to
Annabeth?
Tyson.
Are we canceling Annabeth yet? Have we officially canceled her yet?
She's inching closer and closer. Like, it's so rough.
And that's why this book is rough. It's because of...
We also see Confederate soldiers, so I mean...
We haven't gotten there, but yeah. But that's just because Rick has a boner for the Civil War.
Oh, I didn't mind spoiling that because it's one of the chapter names. If they looked at the table of contents.
What? That's a spoiler! I'm kidding.
As long as you don't read the Lord of the Rings chapter titles, then it's really going to be a problem for you.
The
Don't
Pyre
do that if you
of
haven't read
Denethor? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah. So, Annabeth and Percy are going to be on the same chariot team because, of course, Athena made the chariot and Poseidon made horses.
Maybe we should have looked that up to see if Athena made the chariot, because I don't...
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Because I know she made the bridle for the horse. I know that's a thing.
There is a myth with it as well.
Okay.
Is it like the widely accepted myth? I'm not sure, but it is a myth.
Okay.
Because I looked this up last year because a kid asked me.
Cool. I definitely looked up the fact that she made the bridle and that she gave that to Bella.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't say his name. Bella. Yep. You know who I'm talking about, the Pegasus guy.
Belle. Bellerophon, right? Wait.
Beauty and the Pegasus.
Beauty and the Pegasus, yeah.
Bellerophon?
Bellerophon.
Bellerophon?
Bellerophon.
Yes. There's a lot of letters.
Yeah. My new favorite burn was from an Aphrodite camper.
Oh my god.
Asking if they needed to borrow some eyeliner for my eye.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Eyes.
And Annabeth keeps referring to him as a monster. And he's like...
Wait, can we be glad that, like, the eyeliner joke, it wasn't about the makeup? Like, they weren't making a joke about Percy as a boy wearing makeup. They were just making fun of him.
No, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, I'm sure all the Aphrodite boys are in full glam makeup all the time.
I want to see it. I love it.
I would like to see an Aphrodite cabin drag show.
Oh god, they would put on the drag show! Yes! I support this.
And they would, like, try and somehow get Beckendorf to join in.
What?
That's Beckendorf's side hustle.
We stand Beckendorf on this podcast.
Beckendorf is Lola from Kinky Boots.
Oh my
Confirmed. God. Okay. So Annabeth keeps calling him a monster, and he's like, no, he's not, but he's also not my brother, and Annabeth is so rude, and she's like, but I only let him in to save your life, and then she calls him deceitful and treacherous, and it's like, but Tyson is so sweet!
What did Tyson do to her? She's... My god, like, okay, if Annabeth listened to Tyson speak for more than 2 seconds, she would understand that he is the best. He's not a monster.
Okay, so we were a Tyson and Beckendorf stan cast?
Yes, and at the moment we're canceling Annabeth.
Come back next week when I continue my fantasy about Beckendorf becoming the best drag queen ever at Camp Happy.
Do we need to write, like, our own fanfiction?
At this point, instead of asking other people to do it, we'll do it. Yeah, so then the fight continues and Annabeth and Percy break up.
Break up?
Sad.
They were never together.
You don't know what 13-year-olds are doing. I worked in middle school.
How about this? If they were together, Percy didn't know it. It would be one of those where Annabeth's like, yeah, we're dating. And Percy's like, what?
And he's like, oh, what? Percy would mess up even if he asked her out.
Yeah.
That's just what Percy is.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for Selena Beauregard for being nice to
also
Percy and teaching him how to write.
Also a fave. Every time we bring up another camper, I'm gonna have to bring up my thoughts on their name.
Okay.
So Beauregard, she has beauty in her name.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh wait, I think our guest is coming back.
Are they?
Maybe.
Hallo, mein Freundin.
You're
hello.
back. You're alive.
I am alive. I have returned. I have completed my anabasis. No, too deep a cut. All right. I see how it is.
Nope. I didn't. Nope.
Like the catabasis is like the descent into the underworld, and then anabasis is like the ascent from the underworld.
Are we gonna have audio problems again?
It's too deep a cut. Am I having audio
No,
problems
I was asking,
again?
are we going to have audio problems again? Getting you back into this.
Oh, no, we shouldn't. It was a problem with my charger last time. My computer is held together by gummy bears and duct tape, and so if it becomes unplugged or like plugged back in a lot, the chip will like forget to bring power to the wireless things. It's a whole problem that is apparently. I think that if I had money to get one, I would get one.
They bring up a good point. Our new Patreon goal is to buy Philomena a computer.
Gosh, dang it! Ugh.
Okay, so we did finish up the myth part.
Oh, okay.
And we just started the chapter. You're good.
Are you still recording?
Wonderful.
Or...
I stopped recording, and I am recording right
I'll
now.
be fine.
Okay. I was worried about Taylor editing this.
Okay.
And I appreciate the heck out of that. We stan a partnership that asks about the other one's ease of access to stuff.
Yeah, ableism is
That sentence made sense.
Poor editing, Taylor.
Okay, I said that. I literally said that specifically so I could sync you back up. I'm fine. I mean, it does suck, but I did that as a cue for me. Yeah, so we're like only on like the third page, so we were just talking about Selena Beauregard being nice.
Yeah. I was bringing up my whole thing about how Rick likes to name demigods, or maybe not the main ones, but like most demigods have names that kind of relate to their godly parent.
Percy.
Yes, Percy.
God.
Perseus. There you go. I guess Annabeth starts with an A.
Well, I guess the
so
Stoll
does Tina.
twins are a bit hard.
Yeah, the Stoll twins are a little on the nose.
Yeah, the Stoll twins. Taylor doesn't want to believe me, but Beckendorf, his first name is Charles, and Char, and Hephaestus is the god of fire.
Oh,
I think
my gosh.
I think that one's a reach.
I don't think so.
And that's why Mr. D is Mr. Diet Coke.
Yeah, but Selena Beauregard, she literally has beauty in her name, and she's a daughter of Aphrodite. So like, what do you want? I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Her name means beautiful moon.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
I don't know why the moon is in there.
The moon is beautiful.
That's true.
Well, Selena,
Yes.
like Celine, like the moon.
The moon is gay.
Maybe her eyes shine like the moon, like a big pizza pie.
Maybe.
It's amore.
Oh my god.
When the eel bites your cheek and you swim in a creek, that's amore.
That's what I'm here for.
So we've already mentioned
so
that
yeah.
we're canceling Annabeth, and that Tyson is the best boy, and it makes me cry.
He is the best boy. Unironically, okay, I do think that this book, it does get a little heavy-handed with the, like, Tyson is a metaphor for kids with cerebral palsy. Like, it gets a little heavy-handed with it. But I think for the time, for a novel aimed at children, his characterization does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've always read it more as like Down syndrome.
Yeah, any one of those, really. Like,
I just find it interesting how you read it, but yeah, it all comes down to the idea of ableism.
Mm-hmm. He's neurologically divergent, and he has physical disability needs, and he is a young child that does not yet really entirely understand the impacts
He's
of that.
a young child trapped in a big person's body.
Yeah. The fact that we have, like, this allegory for disabledness, and then we also have, like, literally kids with ADHD and dyslexia that we're talking about, like, I don't know.
Like, guys, come the fuck on. I worship Tyson and the fact that he calls the Pegasus
Chicken ponies.
chicken pony.
Chicken pony!
And, like, dealing with individuals with a variety of neurodivergent disabilities and all sorts of stuff, I have, in fact, heard the phrase chicken pony before in my life, outside of this book.
Aww.
And it gives me joy. We should normalize chicken ponies.
They're not Pegasi, they're now chicken ponies forever.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You can stop calling them Pegasus or Pegasi. You can go chicken ponies.
I don't think I brought this up in the myth section, but there's also another name for them, Pterippus. It's like pterodactyl, where it's a PT.
What does that word mean?
Oh,
tear. Okay, I got it.
That definitely means something flying, like, because pterodactyl.
I sent you the spelling of it. I think I spelled it right. Yeah, Pterippus.
I would also be
flying
sad if
horse.
the chicken ponies didn't love me.
Yeah, the fact that they don't want to hug him, and he just wants to hug them and ride them. I'm gonna cry
I don't
again.
think he really wants to ride them. I think he just wants to hug them a lot.
Well, it says that he wants to ride them, but I think he also wants to hug them. But I'm gonna cry because Tyson makes me cry every time. This boy. But I love Tyson and Beckendorf's friendship.
Beckendorf's like, fuck yeah.
This
I
is
could
the
use a
reason
person
why-
who's immune to fucking fire.
This is why we stand him.
Yeah, honestly, okay, just my hot take, but I really enjoy the fact that, like, Percy describes Beckendorf as this, like, stone-faced, terrifying, muscled African-American kid. And, like, he's the one who's like, oh yeah, Tyson, he's great. I love him. He's gonna be my new buddy.
But then you
Like-
can also sort of trace back people who are treated differently. Often,
No, exactly.
Often attract each
Taylor,
other.
we've got the same brain.
Yeah.
We've got the same brain, Taylor. Like, I don't know. Okay, again, I feel as though the description of Beckendorf included in this novel would probably not pass muster in the year of our Lord 2021. It would probably be sent back for revision because it's a little whack. But, like, I don't know. I just like that they're friends.
Most underrated friendship, I think. Tyson and Beckendorf.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's adorable, and I mean, it definitely comes into play the idea of people who are different flocking together, because they're the only ones who tend to understand what it's like to be different, even if they're different from each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
so...
go sword fight. That's boring.
Yeah,
Nobody
Percy's
cares
like,
about sword
I'm
fighting.
compared to Luke and all of that, but I don't want to talk about that
And
right
then-
now because I'm emo.
And then he tried to make a marble bust of Poseidon, but it became Sylvester Stallone.
Maybe Sylvester Stallone is what Poseidon actually looks like. Maybe.
Why wasn't Sylvester Stallone cast as Poseidon in the movies? Just for this very one-line
I
joke.
think he needs to be cast in the
They had to
the Disney
pay
Plus series.
for... they had to pay for that extremely popular little white boy to play Percy, whatever the heck his name
Logan
was.
Lerman?
He was Logan Lerman.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of that
Oh.
money went to fucking Pierce Brosnan and Sean Bean.
Yeah. One of the only movies Sean Bean doesn't die in.
But he should.
Yeah, exactly.
Murder
Maybe he
Zeus.
should
It's
have.
like the one. It's like the one where he should have died. Tantalus still sucks ass.
Oh my god.
He's like, forget Border Patrol. Forget, how, like, people or monsters are attacking the camp. Why would we care about that?
Just fucking Tantalus. I hate him with every fiber of my being.
And also,
I'm going to be honest. I did not remember that Tantalus existed in this novel before reading, and I do not remember what happens at the end, so I am on a journey with you guys, because I have no idea what he ends up doing.
I went into his whole myth last time, but just, God, he's so fucked up. He's so fucked up,
He is.
and he should not be around
Oh
children.
no, like I'm familiar with the dude, but I'm not familiar with how he...
does he get
I'm not
comeuppance?
familiar... Loud things are happening upstairs. Okay. Loud
Zeus
things.
is up there now, too. You don't understand. One night we were recording a bonus episode and 5 tornadoes hit Pittsburgh. I was not on the rest of the episode.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we were just sitting there recording a bonus episode on the video game Hades. And, 5 tornadoes hit the area. It was fine.
Yeah, have
I had to get off.
we mentioned before, Mina, this pod is cursed. We've been cursed by Zeus because we keep saying fuck Zeus on the pod.
Yeah.
And then we did it again. It's fine. We're getting snow this
It's
weekend instead.
because he wants you to fuck Zeus.
No, I'm good.
I don't want to be turned into a tree or something.
I
or
don't want to fuck a
as
swan.
or whatever. Ugh.
I don't want to be turned
Now
into a
fuck a
cow.
dove.
I personally welcome our swan overlords.
Swan
Cowards.
overlords.
As somebody who sends their damn geese to us, you might want to watch it. We'll find you. Stop sending your geese robot overlords to us.
Birds aren't real.
Yeah. So,
You know what? I honestly did not understand what you meant until just now. Canadian geese. Yes, they are a plague. They are.
instead of throwing poisonous poop now, we just throw Canadian geese into a sieged place, and they'll just attack for you. Yeah. Maybe the Canadian geese would have solved... That's who should have been on Border Patrol instead of Percy. They should have just gotten a fucking army of Canadian geese to guard the border, and nobody would have tried to attack them.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
So Percy has dreams of Grover, and it's just little bits of his voice. He likes sheep.
I dream of half-man sheep.
He likes sheep.
No. Stop, Taylor. How dare you?
You missed me sing the song Chicken Attack while you were gone.
She played the song for me, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm not familiar with this song,
You
so
can find it on the Discord afterward.
I will.
She sent it to the Discord with no context. Just this.
It's great. Yeah, so he's having dreams, but then it's like, oh god, we gotta, get our shit together. It's a good thing Tyson knows what the fuck he's doing, because Percy doesn't know how to chariot.
Nope. I want to know, wait, but who painted the designs on the front? It doesn't say who painted the designs. I want to know whose artwork this is.
It's gotta be Tyson.
I mean, that's
There's
my
no
assumption.
way. There's no way it's not Tyson.
But, it's not sad.
Yeah, I like to think that Percy sanded the wood and put the carriage together, but literally everything else was Tyson.
Yep.
Yeah, just everything else. It's fine. Okay.
Percy was helping.
It says they're turning in for bed, and please answer this for me. Does Tyson fit in a normal-sized bed?
Oh, no, I never imagined he did.
6 feet tall, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what they do for him. Did the cabin magically,
okay, wait. I don't know if everyone has the experience, but, my college beds were just, very, very long.
Yeah, the Twin XL.
Yeah, so maybe they have those in the cabins.
Charlie, I hear what you're saying, but for me, the image of Tyson with his, little feeties sticking off the end of the bed is just so endearing. So
it's like in Red Fish, Blue Fish. Wait, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. and there's that bit where, either his head is sticking out the top or his feet are sticking out the bottom.
Yeah.
That's just what Tyson's doing now.
Or he does the thing where he's just scrunched up and his butt's just sticking in the air so he can all be on bed. You know the position.
Oh, and he's probably sucking his thumb.
Yep.
That'd be cute. He has a little blue blankie.
Oh my god.
That's what I picture. Not yellow this time. I'm saying blue. And Tyson's like, don't be mad at me. Just be my friend. I'll be a good monster. Then you won't be mad.
Okay. I literally have that whole section highlighted. Tyson's my little man, okay? I just want him to succeed, and I want him to be happy. My poor little guy.
We're crying because Tyson is the best.
My favorite part, though, is, he says this really deep thing and then falls asleep like that. But then again, he's been doing all the work on the chariot, so,
This boy.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he needs that sleep.
Can you imagine how loud he snores?
Oh, a chainsaw. Literally.
Chainsaw, for sure. Sawing logs. Just sawing logs all night.
Percy probably, got some, I'm forgetting words, earplugs, so he could actually sleep.
He just pulled some seaweed and was like...
Yeah, puts that seaweed in his brain.
You did it.
My hot take is that, he went Argonaut style and put waxed linen in his ears.
Oh, maybe.
Good plan. That's what we're here for. We're also here for wedding dresses, and I shit you not, I looked at Joe and I was like, why does Grover get to have a wedding dress and I don't yet?
Ah!
May I ask who Joan is?
Oh, Joe is my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
We live together, so I just straight up looked at him. I was like,
where's my wedding dress, Joe? Where is it?
Fuck off, Joe. But not actually. I love you, I promise, in case you heard that. But because he saw the first movie, he has never read any of the books. He saw the first movie, so he had the context of who Grover is. And I'm like, you know what? I wonder what the neckline is like. Keeps saying it keeps falling off.
Sweetheart, obviously.
Keeps falling off his shoulders. I need more of an image.
I want to know who made this.
This
dress.
was probably in 2005
that
this book came out?
From the story,
2006.
I was so close. Okay, no, there's no way it wasn't a sweetheart neckline in 2006.
That's fair. That is fair.
For a second, I was like, where did he get
Also,
the
Charlie, I'm
dress?
so
And I'm
sorry.
like, oh wait, it was from the store. That's right. Never mind.
You remember that first chapter where he
I
was in
forgot the
wedding
first
boutique?
chapter, okay?
It's fine. Remember when your mom was on the show?
Yeah.
Remember all that?
My mom was on the first chapter. It was a time.
It was a long time ago. 2 months ago. Almost. So, basically, Grover and Percy now have telepathy, but only with each other.
Yeah.
That's fun. But also, if one dies, the other one dies. That's not how telepathy should probably work.
Yeah. God, I should have seen if there... I think I tried to look empathy links up once, and I think all I could find for it was Rick Riordan.
Yeah, I was like, I've never...
I think I tried to see if this is, like, a thing or something that I could talk about, but...
It's like, Charlie, I love you and all, and, like, you're one of my best friends, but I don't want to know you that well to know all of your feelings and show up in your dreams.
You don't want to know if I like sheep?
I mean, you can tell me, but I don't want to find out by your dreams. You definitely don't want to show up in my dreams.
See, you wouldn't be in
weird
my
as fuck.
dreams. You're just like, you're awake, you're doing stuff, and then I would show up as I'm like asleep, and then I just kind of show up at your place.
I'm just like,
Well, actually, it'd be the other way
damn.
around, because you sleep more than I do.
You're not wrong. So we're in a cave. We're in a fucking cave.
Yeah.
There's a boulder.
And,
It's refrigerator sized.
and Grover can't get out, and the fucking Cyclops thinks he's a lady Cyclops.
He called out in falsetto, "Not quite, dearest, a few more days."
We already questioned how the fuck this works before you came back, my dude, but just how does he think that Grover is a Cyclops? Are Lady Cyclops smaller? Or does he think Grover is just a baby Cyclops? Because that's also fucked up. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Do you have any hot takes?
Do I have any hot
Yeah.
takes? Personally, I think that... Personally, I think if this was the year... Again, I think if this novel had come out this year, this scene would be very different.
Probably.
You know?
It's fine.
It's not that I dislike it, because I do like
It's
it.
a
I
good
love it. It's very
callback
camp.
to the Odyssey on several accounts, but it's also like,
Yes.
Why? It's like, why? Yeah.
I get it, but...
Yeah.
And he's wearing goat-scented perfume.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
you
so
do.
let's just equate that to if you were wearing, like, chocolate-scented perfume.
Macaroni and cheese perfume. That is what I'm gonna buy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like-
create it, and
like-
I'm gonna sell millions.
That's the equivalent.
If the Goop candle was a personal scent. If the Gwyneth Paltrow Goop candle was a fragrance.
Oh my god.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Am I wrong?
I didn't want that. I didn't want that. Holy shit. Bad. Go in the corner.
Maybe I will go in the corner, Taylor.
Good!
Maybe I will.
Good! Yeah, so Gerber has put Goop candle scent on himself. And Polyphemus is like, yum, yum. I can't see it.
Yum, 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 yum.
But, like, he definitely can feel him. So he definitely knows he's smaller.
Yeah.
I have questions.
I have questions about Lady Cyclops, or maybe this guy's just really dumb. Like, he could just be really dumb.
I mean, he fell for nobody, or no one, depending on your translation, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I love that he calls Grover Honey Pie.
Yeah, that's cute.
I think that's pretty cute. Sweet dreams, don't let me die. That's how I think we should end the podcast.
I was about to say that if you did.
Sweet dreams, don't let me die. Or do. You can let me die. You're
No.
god of death material.
No. Taylor.
But I'm asking you kindly.
No. I will not let you die. I'm gonna make sure you live forever. because we'll never be out of content for this podcast. You have to live forever.
That's true.
Rick doesn't stop
That's
writing
true.
shit.
Oh god.
Or producing.
Yeah, it's like
There's also his producer credits.
it's like as soon as we would run out of the stuff he made,
We'll just do all the
there's the
present
Rick Riordan
stuff.
Presents. We are only covering one of his previous novels. We are Big Red Tequila is where I draw the line.
The what?
His adult detective series before he wrote Percy Jackson.
Trey Novaire, I think it's called. But the first book of them is called Big Red Tequila.
Okay, this is obviously something I need to add to my book list. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because we had enough people say they wanted it, we're gonna do it for a bonus episode, and Taylor is gonna cry.
I purposely asked for it to not happen. Oh, goddamn.
I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it, but I think it'll be funny.
Let's go chariot racing before I cry about tequila.
Okay. So we have,
fat, gray, and white pigeons.
yeah, thank you for finishing my sentence.
I mean, it's crazy.
We finish each other's sandwiches.
That's pretty hard.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's pretty hard when we're like 12 hours away from each other.
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Not with that attitude.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I need to have a better attitude by it. You're right. You're right. Goddamn. So we have the bowls were really helpful. They almost killed people.
But, like...
And they're sort of being used to kill people again, but not
Did they just
on purpose
reprogram
on their
them
part.
now? Oh, they just...
Yeah.
Okay. They just are tame now because they smashed their heads in. I missed that part.
Yeah. I'm imagining Beckendorf did some sprinkle hand fairy magic on them. That's weird.
I twisted a few gears and now they're good.
Wait a second. Are we talking about the horses that look like the Colchis bulls? Or did I miss something
the
big?
Colchis bulls, after they smash their heads in, they use them to make the track.
Yeah. The racetrack was made by the Bronze Bulls. They just... Yeah. Yeah, I missed that part too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, okay. I do see that now.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, so they just did that.
It's a way to use them.
Yeah. But the Hephaestus cabin did make their horses similar, so
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking Tantalus is like, you all know the rules. Who knows the rules? Chariot races have been gone for years. Goddamn.
Any killing will result in harsh punishment. No s'mores at campfire for a week. Yep.
He's only doing that because he isn't allowed to have them, because he's currently chasing fucking eclairs.
Yeah, that's true. So they all have, awesome chariots. We just said the Hephaestus cabin has, automatons pulling theirs. That's pretty cool.
He describes it as a Maserati.
It's pretty...
And then the Ares chariot is pulled by horse skeletons, which...
Hey, maybe it's Old Coley, who was Penn State's original mascot, was an actual mule named Old Coley, and you can still see its skeleton today in the Student Union building.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so if you wanna check out a horse skeleton, Penn State's the place for you.
Oh my goodness.
So that's what I imagine it is. I imagine at least one of those is Old Coley.
Yeah. They have a bunch of stuff on theirs, like spiked balls and other nasty toys. Apollo's chariot.
The Apollo one just sounds like so beautiful.
Yeah, it's just
Gold.
they have beautiful
Graceful.
horses. Their fighter has a bow and arrow, but they can't point the arrow at the drivers.
And they're also not regular pointed arrows.
Mm-hmm.
They're gold. So that's cool.
They should be
Hermes.
like arrows with punching bag or punching fists on the ends of them. They should be those.
Dear God.
That's what I want.
It's just
Yes.
Trick arrows from Hawkeye?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I want them to be in my brain.
Rock'em Sock'em robots at the end. Just
Yes.
it'll be fine.
The Hermes chariot is just it was just kind of in a garage, or that's what it looks like.
Here, we just sort of put together whatever was around.
But
they probably are also using poison dung. If anybody was going to use actual poison dung...
Oh, it's the Stoll Brothers.
It's
definitely them.
And they'll be like, oh, I didn't know.
And then there's only 2 other chariots, which are the Athena one and the Poseidon one, which I guess means that there's no Aphrodite chariot? Or Dionysus?
I was just thinking about that.
Aphrodite or Demeter. Dionysus only has 2.
Well, he has 2 kids, I'm saying. Like, they have a team right there.
They're a little busy being their dad's favorite.
That's true. But that means they could have won the race, because they're their dad's favorite. But their dad is sleeping. That's true. Maybe they're still sleeping, too. They missed the race.
Probably. Probably.
They were too drunk on juice pouches.
Capri Sun. And Percy's like, God, I need to tell Annabeth because she's the only person I trust completely. And she's like, no, you're trying to distract me. Then
she's just like, oh, she's in competition mode. She's like, don't even try right now. I have to win this thing. Also, I'm mad at you.
I will murder you if you distract me.
Yeah, and Percy's just like, no, like, seriously, dude? Our best buddy needs help.
Yeah, he's getting ready for his wedding all by himself. We are supposed to be his best friends and be his maid of honor. We're gonna share it. We're gonna be co-maids of honor. Man and maid of honor. No,
Annabeth is best maid, and Percy is man of honor.
Yeah.
Didn't you know that?
Okay. I'm on there.
I want to see Annabeth in a suit and Percy in a beautiful flowing dress.
Annabeth would fucking rock a suit.
Percy would rock a dress.
I picture Athena in pantsuits all the time.
Oh, definitely. My God.
Are we a Laura Olympus household?
Charlie's not, but I am.
Okay, awesome. Because, like, all I'm thinking about right now is Athena and Hestia, like, Athena in her, you know,
her gray suit, the nice, like, buzz cut.
Oh, damn, that sounds hot.
It is great. It is genuinely great. Now I'm just thinking about that.
Athena and Hestia are in love.
Anyway. I still want to admit it, because that would become a problem, because they're supposed to,
It would.
Yeah.
I support them.
So, we're getting off topic.
Philomena and I are just gonna, nerd out later. We're gonna have a Laura Olympus support group eventually, because there's so many.
It's gonna be you two and Alex.
And Adele's gonna start reading it.
Is Christina gonna start reading it? Or...
Yeah, there's a bunch of people, because it's so good. Oh, Jish reads it?
Of course he does.
I feel the need to clarify. Laura Olympus is hot garbage, but it's entertaining hot garbage.
It is not hot garbage. You take that back.
Look, I've been here since the pilot episode.
Same.
All right? I've been here a long time, Taylor.
Me too.
And I will be the first to say that comic is cursed, but I do tune in every Sunday to read the new chapters.
I just heard that they did My Boy Apollo dirty, and I'm like,
See, Apollo is a very compelling character, but yes, he is a bad, bad man.
He's just so well written. It's fine. Okay, Percy Jackson. We're almost to the end here.
We're almost there!
It's almost my bedtime, guys. We gotta...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh god, the pigeons. The pigeons are gonna attack. They have shiny
Evil Tweety
eyes.
Bird.
Oh no.
Coming after you.
Scary. Tyson. Scary, but not actually because he's sweet. But the horses don't know that, so let's bribe them.
Bribe them with sugar cubes.
Apples.
Personally, I really love how they, like, the horses call Percy a lord. I love that so much. It's so delightful.
Yeah, I'm on board. Their chariot is very simple, but well put together. And Tyson has a 10-foot pole, which just makes me think of the fucking Grinch song and how nobody's gonna touch him with a pole. And I'm like, aw, Tyson.
Personally, I think they should have just given him, like, a frying pan, and that's it. That's all he needs.
He'd be good.
Just gone tangled on it.
Well, Rapunzel definitely should not have been able to wield that cast iron pan like that. I have a cast iron pan, Those things are heavy as fuck. But
Tyson
would do a great job.
Tyson could have 2 of them, and he could do that. Dual pans.
Yeah. I'm just... Or a bunch of...
Dual
or
pans
you can get a bunch
is
of...
Percy and Annabeth already, Charlie. Come
you
on.
can get a bunch of the mini ones. Like, we have ones that are like this round. Like, cookie round.
Yeah!
Cookie sized.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can just throw them. But, very importantly, he's like, no hitting ponies with the sticks. He knows. He knows.
No. Be nice to the ponies. We do not hit ponies. Is Tyson a horse girl?
Yes. I was literally about to say that, Charlie. Yes. Tyson is a horse girl. Tyson horse girl confirmed. But no, they're his brothers.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah, technically.
like
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a family man.
how could he not love them?
Yeah.
Okay, so, we begin. Apollo fucks over immediately.
Yeah. Because
Travis
the
and
Hermes
Connor are
chariot
like,
just
ha, ha,
rams
ha.
into it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Which would technically be illegal if we were in ancient Greece.
Well,
Just saying. Not that Tantalus is paying attention, but you know.
I love that Percy's just like 2 chariots down in the first 20 feet. I love this sport.
Yeah.
That's the Hunger Games? Just what makes me think of.
And here we have just a lot of
Annabeth
action.
pulls ahead. Yeah, this is the boring part. Then birds.
Birds?
Goddamn. Just birds.
Yeah.
Just... Have you ever been shit on by a bird?
Never in my life, thank goodness.
It's only happened to me once, and it was awful. And if I saw those birds, I would not participate in the chariot race. I would leave immediately, because that's how you get shit on. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, these are also man-eating birds, so they're a little bit worse than just regular pigeons.
And that would have been good if I left, because then I wouldn't have been eaten. Also, I'm a woman, so we don't know if they eat women. We only know they eat men.
See, there's the special breed of
That is
woman-eating
true.
birds.
I mean, this book in particular is not like shy about gender-specific
It's
violence.
fine. I'm just not gonna get eaten.
Yeah, it's fine. We're all fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so Beckendorf gets mobbed, which I'm very terrified for, because that man has a lot of meat on his bones.
Oh,
And
they're just like, oh look
don't-
at this big hunk of meat.
yeah,
I want to
so
eat that.
I'm scared. I'm scared for him. Clarice is just like, I'm just gonna keep going. Here's this camouflage. I wonder if in her head she's thinking, oh, this is part of it. Tantalus was like, this is part of the chariot race, and that's
She's
what
just
she's
like,
thinking.
this is added, like,
Oh.
to make it more difficult. It's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could honestly see her thinking about that, but
It's like in those cooking shows or baking shows when they add like a special like little thing that you have to do, like near the end. Here, have some man-eating birds just to spice things up.
So the Stymphalian birds, hooray!
Hooray!
They have razor sharp beaks, hooray!
Hooray!
That's what I wanted. And if they were smart and they were trying to avoid bird poop, they wouldn't have been there, and then they wouldn't have gotten stabbed by the birds. That's what I'm just saying.
I just love that. Percy's like, Tyson, we gotta turn around. Tyson's like, we're going the wrong way. Always, Percy.
Yeah.
Just always going the wrong way.
That's well, it's like he went straight to hell, and then
Yeah.
yeah. Clarice gets pissed off because she thinks they're running away. But really, they're going to get something annoying,
Music.
which apparently is Dean Martin.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not into this Dean Martin slander in this house.
I remember when I was rereading it, I was like, oh, please don't be Sinatra. Like, please don't, like, oh shit.
It's fine.
So, at least it was not Sinatra. But, I mean, at least Chiron left some. He even left them as boombox. It's like he knew. Did Chiron send the Stymphalian birds?
Also, like, in my mind, I don't know what it is about the word boombox, but for me, the word boombox is so mid-2000s.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
is.
Yeah. It's like...
You don't use boombox
just
anymore.
The knots.
You use speakers.
Yeah, it's just the 90s and knots, I think. It's just like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're adults now. We don't have boomboxes anymore. We have...
Not with that attitude.
I mean, you're right. Maybe you know what I'm going to ask for Christmas is a goddamn boombox. You don't know.
Yes.
Do it.
You don't know.
And then play that Dean Martin.
I'm going to play Dean Martin as loud as I can. I'm just going to come into work one day with boombox on my shoulder, blasting Dean Martin all throughout the office. It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be great. My students will love it. It'll scare them away, and then I can have a peaceful day.
Are you equating your students to man-eating birds?
They might be. I don't know. I've never seen them in person. I've only ever seen one in person.
You heard it here first, folks.
So they could be disguised. It could be like a Zoom filter.
Yeah, they
hiding.
Oh, none of them.
Their avian natures.
None of them turned on their cameras, so I don't know. They might all be Stymphalian birds. I don't know for sure.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. But thank you, Dean Martin, for, I like how it's described as guys moaning.
A bunch of guys moaning in Italian.
Amazing.
Yep.
Spaghetti. Lasagna.
Perché?
Those are the words I know in Italian. Pizza.
I just want to bring back up.
I'm surrounded by manja cakes. Why is my life like this?
I just want to bring back up what we were saying in our myth section when you had left us, dear friend.
For my friends, for my flooded ass basement, Charlie.
No. They said my dear friend.
You are. Yes, I'm referring to you as my dear friend.
Aw, you're my dear friend.
Thank you. So how Heracles got rid of the Stymphalian birds is he used castanets?
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
They were essentially...
Can I share my fun castanet story while we're...
Yes, because we're almost at the end of the chapter, so you can share a castanet story.
Okay, so when I was in my my gap year, where my university forced me to attend idiot school for idiots to make sure that I didn't fail another year. And at Idiot School for Idiots, I met this guy, and he made himself out to be this, like, very artistic dude. He was a musician, he played guitar, it was, like, a whole thing. And so I was like, oh, great, okay, so if we go to a concert together, it'll be fun. And then we go to a concert. It's a Spanish music concert. And midway through, like, right before intermission, this woman comes on, and she's doing a little bit of flamenco. She's got the castanets, and he's like, where is that sound coming from? And I'm like, buddy. Not to gatekeep, but if you say that you're a musician, and then you agree to go to a Spanish music concert.
Maybe know what a castanet is.
Castanets. It's just...
That's so
just
weird.
That little thing.
I learned what a castanet is when I was in kindergarten.
You know how I know what castanets are? Because that's the Tuxedo Mask music.
It's from Tokyo. Mew Mew. Oh!
It's in Sailor Moon. It's a fucking Sailor Moon.
Yeah. For me, I mean, obviously, like Taylor said, like, I knew what they were in kindergarten, because, like, it's one of...
We had them in music class.
It's a play toy.
Yeah, we had them in music class.
But also because in Tokyo Mew Mew...
Yeah.
Lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
She has...
God, I still need to rewatch the show. But yeah, no...
Anyway, apologies for that tangent. Feel free to cut it.
No,
my tangent, before your tangent, was just going to be reiterating that I think that Heracles just did a flamenco dance, and he just used the castanets, and that's how he beat the birds the first time.
Full dress and everything.
Sexy Spanish Heracles.
Full dress and everything.
Yep, uh-huh.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Oh, and a little flower in his hair, of course.
Oh, he was definitely like full like folklorico dress, 100%.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And that's where we're at.
Well, now I need fan art of this.
Yeah, we need fan art.
I'm telling you. I want that and Charles Beckendorf as Camp Half-Blood's next great drag queen.
Yes.
Those are the two things
we also mentioned Camp Half-Blood doing drag before you came back.
How the Aphrodite boys would probably be really good at drag. And then I said that Beckendorf's side hustle is, being a drag queen on the side.
I support him. I love him.
Once again, Beckendorf is Lola from Kinky Boots.
You're right, and you should say it, honestly.
I'm just putting it out there. Especially Wayne Brady's version of Kinky Boots. Because that's my favorite version. I've seen that show too many times. Yeah, so the race ends, and technically Clarice wins, and Tantalus is like...
I love how, Clarice just fails upward. The whole first section of the novel, she just keeps failing upward. It's hilarious.
It's because Tantalus
honestly.
is just Clarice, you're here. You're the cool one now because I hate Percy. Fuck him.
Yeah, he's gonna punish them for ruining the chariot race. Well, you know what? I genuinely forget what happens in the next chapter, so...
I remember some things, but... Yeah.
I don't know. There's... Tantalus.
Yeah,
if you continue your reread, let us know your thoughts about the Tantalus's end.
Oh no! I sense bad things to come.
I mean, that's this entire series.
Let's be clear, he deserves it.
It involves Kronos.
Doesn't everything?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, that's, yeah. Okay. Well, this was chaos.
Just a little bit. I feel like this is more chaotic than usual.
Is your basement unflooded now, or still flooded?
I mopped all of it up this morning, but, there might be some behind the vents in, the boiler
That would
room.
not be good.
But, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's fun chaos.
It's not ideal, to be sure.
This was a long-ass chapter. People were racist as fuck. It's fine. Everything's fine. What a day. This is gonna be interesting to edit.
Editing Taylor, reminder, have some water, please. That's it.
Taylor does pretty good with her water. We refer to different versions of myself. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
That was a secret message for editing Taylor.
No. That I'm excited for.
Oh dear.
Yeah. We leave messages to me. We refer to me editing as its own entity. Past Taylor, future Taylor, recording Taylor are all different people.
Yes.
It's fine. We're fine. Okay, let's end this goddamn episode. It is literally my bedtime. Some of us have to be up at 6:30 tomorrow morning.
Oh god. Don't like that.
Have to work at 7:30.
It's a no from me.
Have to work at 7:30. Yeah, so thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me and for being such splendid hosts.
As I've said before, we're just trying our best.
I'm just so happy we could have you on for this chaos.
Yes, please come back for the chaos in the future. Where can the peoples find you on the internet if you would like to be found?
Okay, so my podcasting Twitter is Phil Sherwood VO, and then I'm also Philomena Sherwood on Podchaser. If you would like to subscribe to my podcasterly actions, I believe my most recent podcast shenanigans was on To Chart a Well-Trod Course, which is a science fiction limited series, 4 episodes. It's about a rogue AI. It's very cool.
That's what I'm here for, and I'll link I'll link everything in the description, so you guys don't have to go search for it. I promise. Okay, that sounds great. Are you consuming any media you would like to share with the peoples?
I would love to share. What is good something or other? Everybody should definitely go watch the David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Much Ado About Nothing.
Okay.
Because it's just so good. I'm one of my classes this semester is English 460, early modern asexualities. And so
my asexual
heart. I'll send you the course export. but we're reading Much Ado through the asexual lens, and so it's been up here recently.
I love it. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I have still existed to be present Taylor, soon to be past Taylor once I'm asleep. Right now, Joe and I have been we found this random YouTuber who does cartoon recaps.
Oh,
Say more.
Cass Vanderpool. So they did a bunch of Disney movies and Pixar movies. They are not kid appropriate.
Well, this podcast isn't kid appropriate.
I know. I'm just saying. Just expect fun things. We just watched the Ratatouille one right before we got on, and Linguini's both of his hands were chopped off, and he was just squirting blood for the rest of it. So
the fuck?
Yeah, no, they're fucking hilarious. They're 4 minutes long, and of course I'll tag it. But it's Cass Vanderpool.
Taylor, you're familiar with Rebecca Sugar's work. Rebecca Sugar's Ratatouille fan comic. I'll send it to you. It's fine.
Okay. Good.
Charlie,
I didn't know about that.
I'll send it to you. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm down for whatever this is. But yeah, check. I will tag my plug, but we've been having lots of fun with it. I liked their Wii Sports one. They did one for Wii Sports.
Oh my goodness.
It was goddamn hilarious.
That sounds great.
I am in love. So yeah, that's my plug this week. Charles?
Well, okay, I'm taking a short break from the Scooby-Doo plugs, because, yes, I'll be back with more Scooby-Doo ones, because, Mina, I've been watching a lot of Scooby-Doo recently. Just, a lot of fucking Scooby-Doo. All
Which
of them.
series?
Literally.
But have you been watching What's New Scooby-Doo, the best one?
That was your second.
Yeah, I did already plug that one. Mystery Incorporated is the best one. What's New is my personal fave. There's a difference there. Objectively, Mystery Incorporated is the best. Okay. What's New is my fave.
I'm gonna be honest, I've seen maybe one episode of Mystery Incorporated my whole life. So.
That's not my plug for the episode, but I want you to watch that. That is your homework now. Because that is the one Scooby-Doo show, well, not one. Technically 13 Ghosts also has an overlying plot, but Mystery Incorporated has a plot. It's it's not like any of the other ones. It's not just fun comedy every episode. Yeah. It's a real fun and kind of dark show. Do I just make that my plug now?
What was your other plug?
I was going to plug. I was gonna plug Over the Garden Wall.
Extremely valid.
Because I binged all of that on Halloween Day because I'm just I need to watch this before the season is over. And so I did that. And that was how I spent 2-3 hours? How long did it take to watch that? Maybe 2 hours.
I don't know.
It's 13 episodes. Or no, not even 10 episodes. It's 10 episodes, and each one is 20 minutes long. Great short series, and as I found out only in the past year, it's literally just Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I've never seen it, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and then I heard that, and I'm oh, okay. Well, no wonder it's good.
Yeah. It's not wrong.
It's very good fall vibes.
It's funny. It's funny because the other Divine Comedy cartoon that I've ever seen in my life was Il Divino Commedia, which is an Italian children's television. And I don't know anything about it. I just saw a flash of it on Italian TV one time.
I like this just Dante's Inferno, but as children's media. That's an interesting niche.
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was weird.
Oh, I love that. Anyway, yeah. Over the Garden Wall is my official plug, but I want Juice to watch Mystery Incorporated and report back.
I'm just gonna tag them both, and when we have Mina on for next season, you can report back about Mystery 8.
It's all on Netflix, dude.
That would be that's how we'll open What was your opinions on Mystery Incorporated? Eye wiggles, that's what it is.
Eye wiggle. No, okay, I was trying to, is it on Canadian Netflix, though?
Fuck. Well...
That's a good point.
Fuck.
That's okay. I'll use a VPN.
Commit crimes.
Yeah.
A VPN
No,
isn't a crime.
but you usually commit crimes.
They advertise about it. They're like, yeah, go scan other countries. It's fine. Okay, I'm kicking y'all out of here so I can go to bed.
Okay.
Get out of my goddamn cabin.
I forgot that's how we end the pod.
You can follow the podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and at Of the Eldest Gods on Twitter. You can send an iris message to us through oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. You can follow me, Taylor, at Taylor from Cabin 6 on Instagram, and Historical Femme, spelled FEMME, on Twitter. Catch me on episodes of the Restricted Section, Hell from Elsewhere, and True Stories of a Tryhard.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, mainly Instagram and Tumblr. But on Twitter, I'm at GreenPixie123, which I'm not salty about. No, not at all. I also have an art Instagram that I sometimes use at GreenPixieDraws. I sometimes do the YouTube thing on my channel, Charlie Mack. That's MACK.
Our music was written by Nora Strauss-Riggs and recorded and edited by Ian Emmerich. You can find Nora at Kane_I, that's I as in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your pod. We are proud to be a part of the Movie Night Crew Network, which features My Cabbages, an Avatar podcast that follows the true hero of the Avatar, The Last Airbender series, the Cabbage Cart Guy, and Fandom's Gone Wrong, a fandom-filled show co-hosted by our own Charlie.
Hello, you awesome nerds out there. Yes, you. Have I got the podcast for you?
We've got pop culture, swearing, and all the immature jokes you could ask for.
We'll take you on a journey through TV shows, movies, books, and maybe a video game someday.
And we'll tell you how they all went wrong.
I'm Charlie.
And I'm Carrie.
And this is Fandom's Gone Wrong.
New episodes every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now, we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
Pigeons attack!
That movie sucked. I kind of liked it.
Movie Night Crew Network.